Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of Blaster Pro Shop Talk tonight. I am filling in for the Matt Wells and for the Rodney. They're both out tonight. Hope everybody's doing well. Of course, as always, is Chuck Blaster Pro.
Hello, everybody.
Yay!
And we have Hayden down here for technical support tonight.
Yes, we finally have some actual technical support other than me, which is really awesome because I just fake it till I break it.
All he did was just come down here and tell us we're doing everything wrong and how to do it right.
Yeah, kind of. You're not wrong. You are not.
This is weird.
Sir.
You're always over there, but now I have Matt's monitor right here because you are running the show from here.
Yeah.
So
this is going to be fun tonight.
Yep.
You can see all the little button pushing here behind us.
Yep.
We got a lot going on tonight. We've got a lot of cool information coming at you tonight. We've got some updates coming tonight. Hey, Daryl, glad to see you. Glad you're on. I did not ignore you, man. What's up? How's it going? So far, we've got about 4 or 5 people on. I don't know who all's on. Sound off. Let us know you're here.
That's a good start for us.
It is. It is, actually. And as always, anytime you have questions, comments, or, whatever, go ahead and post it up in the chat. We love to have the talk back and forth. We've got a lot of cool things happening. As you can see, we've got some nice things here.
Yeah. I've been playing with a few other things. Most of it actually relates to the fact I'm working a day job. Hey, Ed. I'm working a day job, and I'm not down here all day in the workshop like I normally would be. So,
you know what, though? We have a surprise guest who's on for the beginning. We all know him. We all love him. Hernan! Welcome to the beginning of a show.
Hey,
how's
Hernan.
it going, buddy?
Hernan. Okay. Hey, hand me the blue lid right there.
Oh, yeah, because Hernan's on. We have to have this.
Blue lid.
Blue lid.
There you go.
Yep, there it is.
Here you go, Hernan.
Just for you, Hernan. Gorilla Glue.
But anyway, we should always just have a tube of that sitting out there.
As much as we use it in the shop, you're not wrong. I mean, we've got like 30 of them down here.
We should actually glue a tube right there.
No, because I sit there on Wednesday.
This is actually Joe's work spot on Wednesday nights for workshop.
I like it there. I'm close to Chuck that way.
And I'm in Tony's spot.
Yeah. Bill, Kenny, hi. Nice to see you.
Hey, Bill.
Gorilla Glue and the cap. It does have the blue cap on it. We are sporting the Blaster Pro merch, though, instead of the Gorilla Glue cap.
Yeah, I have lost my Gorilla Glue cap since I started wearing this. I misplaced it.
It's down here somewhere.
Yeah, it usually hangs right above me. Just in case Hernan's on, I'll bring it out.
Yeah, it's here somewhere.
Yeah.
So
last night I saw it. It was actually sitting here, and I think that's the reason why it got lost.
Ooh, yeah. It might have.
So, quick update. If you tuned in last week, you saw that I was getting rid of a part of my collection, which was a Sterling E11, an actual Sterling-built E11. That has been purchased. Thank you. There's there's several people interested in it, and the quickest gun won is actually what happened. So that will be leaving this week.
Sad.
With and it will have T-rails on it. So
it's sad to see that thing go because that thing has been here since I've been around.
It has been. It
has been a staple down.
It has been a staple down here in the workshop. Everybody oohs and ahs when they get to play with it. It's like, you ever played with a real one? Yeah, it's fun. So all the little clicky parts and folding out the stock and charging the bolt and all that.
Watching everybody get pinched with it, it was great.
Yeah, oh yeah, the folding stock bites. It bites good too. Besides that, next week is our giveaway. It'll be the 27th next week, next Tuesday. 20 questions trivia, our original game, just a straight up 20 questions trivia game.
Back to the classic.
Yes.
Now we do have a caveat for this week, though, or for next week, though.
We're thinking about it. Yeah, that was what I was getting ready to get to.
Okay.
We're thinking about doing a Star Wars / sci-fi behind the scenes. So it might be something like what person worked on this part of Star Wars that also did something in this horrible cult classic sci-fi movie. Something like that.
So, which means ladies and gentlemen, your Google Foo better be strong.
Yeah.
Because he is talking about letting Rodney loose with the questions again.
I'm probably putting Rodney into maybe coming up with 35 questions, and then we'll whittle down. That's what we did last time.
Oh, okay.
He did 35 questions, and I whittled it down to 20.
Okay. You had me scared there for a minute. I was like, good God, we're going to do 2 hours.
15 over is a good buffer for Rodney.
You're not wrong.
Because
you get really bad questions. Well, no, they're not bad questions. They're hard questions.
No, they're Rodney questions.
That's why I changed from bad to hard.
We love Rodney, but sometimes the questions go further than we need to go.
you know, you are not wrong, sir. Not wrong at all.
So, this month's giveaway is, and I just finally painted it. The weathering's not done, but it will be this Kylo Ren lightsaber hilt. It's already assembled. All I need to do is do the actual weathering and detail painting, and it should be done. I'll have it done and ready next week.
Now, can I give people a comparison for this? Because I've got big old meat hook hands.
This is a monster lightsaber. It's huge.
And, I mean, you look at this thing. It's just...
Look at it compared to a Luke.
I mean... Well, you know what they say. Whoopsie, I didn't say that. But, I mean, this thing is like a two-handed broadsword.
It's awesome.
It's almost the size of a hilt for a claymore.
Yeah, it's big. It's big.
If any of you are sword people, you know what I'm talking about. But this thing is nice. It is a 3D print, which makes it a little lighter.
It is light. It's pretty much a display item. It's a display item. Actually, it could be costume. You know, if you want something that's lightweight to costume with, a 3D print's really good.
I mean, especially if you are, one of the ladies doing a gender bend Kylo Ren.
Yeah. And
those costumes are usually kind of skimpy, and you don't want something like a metal one pulling your costume down while you're walking. I mean, we all do, but that's beside the point. This one would be great. It's got a lot of good detail in it. I just hate that I never can win these things.
Yeah. So look out for not direct Star Wars questions, more of behind the scenes Star Wars / sci-fi stuff. I think that'll be fun.
I think it will be.
I love watching, I love all the behind the scenes, and then you find out you start looking at all these other movies, and it's like, oh, that person worked on that too.
Yeah, I mean,
or this is where they got their start, or
Phil Tippett.
Yeah, Phil. We were talking about Phil tonight.
That's a great example, because not only did he do Star Wars, but he did a lot of other movies, and I mean, he got a lot of good
RoboCop.
One of my favorites.
Starship Troopers he was involved in.
Great one.
He was involved in tons of stuff besides that, but the ones that I can always think of right off the top of my head.
So the big thing is have your Google Foo ready.
Yeah.
Because you're going to need it.
But of course, that's us, and we might find out that Rodney wasn't able to come up with the questions, and we couldn't fill it out, and we might do
you say that, but I have a strong feeling that if we tell him, hey, we need some trivia questions from you, he's going to be like, ho, 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 and it'll give him something to do.
We have changed in the past, though.
Hi, Jeff.
We've changed whole games. Hey, Jeff, what's up?
So, yeah.
We've changed entire games before. So, yeah. Moving along, we're going to tear through. Actually, we got a lot to talk about, but it's really may not take up a lot of time tonight.
Well, one thing I would like to pop up for everybody is to go and check out our Facebook page and our YouTube page.
Yes.
For the tutorials. I did get confirmation tonight from our editing chief / photography director /
assistant executive producer.
Yeah, he's got more titles than I can say. But there will be new stuff coming up on the YouTube page. There will be build videos. There will be some instructional videos and some video edits from some of our shows.
Yeah, he's what do you call those? The like the Royal Guard helmet.
Oh, the spotlight.
The spotlight.
Spotlight.
He does spotlight. He's condensing certain.
He's pulling out all of our junk and our filler.
Yeah, he's getting rid of a lot of Matt's foolishness is what he's doing.
Let me put it in perspective. Anybody who is an anime fan and knows DBZ, he's cutting out those 3 episodes of Goku being constipated and then getting straight to the fight is what he's doing.
Yeah, so if you want to
That's what he's doing.
You can go to YouTube and check out the Royal Guard Spotlight episode where he condensed all the information down and got rid of all this. Although Matt is still goofing off in the whole thing.
Oh, well, yeah.
There's a reason.
He's a little bit like me.
There is a reason why I have to face forward or look at the monitor, because I can't look at what Matt's doing. Because A, it'll crack me up. B, it might upset me. It might make me angry. Because sometimes
We've seen that a couple of nights.
Because sometimes I'm trying to
be serious.
Yeah, but he's heard everything 1,000 times. So for him, it's just blah, 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 blah.
There's been a couple of nights he's actually done this while you're talking and then go,
yeah,
boom.
so, yeah. He's blinders here.
Oh, Daryl, thank you for subscribing to the YouTube channel. We do appreciate that.
Thank you.
That is awesome.
The subscriptions are they're not impressive yet, but we would like them to grow.
We're gonna get them there.
Yeah.
We're gonna get them there.
Yeah, you know
especially
what?
now that we got Hayden on you to keep you going.
Yeah.
And with his skill set, because everybody loves the intros.
It's like
that's all Hayden. That's
like
not us. That's all him.
Our first goal is to get it to 100.
100?
Just get it to 100.
What do you think? I think we could do 100 by Expo.
Maybe if we put the word out, we don't push. Remember, that's the other thing. We don't.
Well, you don't have me over here all the time, and I am pushy.
And
hit
you
that
guys,
like and subscribe button.
You guys make fun of me when I do it.
That's because you're
No,
so
wait.
against it.
Matt makes fun of me when I do it.
I encourage you.
Yes.
But anyway,
So yes. Show updates. I am going to be sticking a little bit more money into the show in the form of a new camera and new microphones.
awesome.
So those are two things that we really need to update since the get-go. If anybody remembers, we started out on a laptop, and then we jumped between all of our laptops and
To
then
a cell phone.
a cell phone, yeah, to what we have now. Now what we have is this A10 Mini, which gives us more capabilities than we have equipment for.
Black magic.
So this thing here is gold, and it does great, and it's awesome, and we haven't even scratched the surface of what it will do.
Now, may I put in a request?
Yes.
That goes along with this. Once we get a second camera and get it all set up and everything, I would love to do at least a little 5 to 10 minute segment one night on this magnificent piece here to show everybody how we split and cut.
I
and
think
can
if
do
we
all
have
that
the
stuff.
second camera goes on to director, and you can, since
think
you're
that
the
would be
button,
great.
you're the button pusher, then we can even
I'll
show.
have to get a manicure before we do that.
We'll show them where you sit, and
yeah, I think that'd be great. And Hernan, no, Rodney is not with us tonight. He had some things he had to take care of and was a little tired after he got all that done, so he's staying home tonight. Hopefully he's watching, I'm hoping. If not, I will call and let him know later on that you missed him and you sent him hugs.
and kisses.
And kisses. Matthew Wise, evening, buddy.
Hey,
Thanks
Matt.
for joining us.
So, yeah, hopefully, with any luck, that'll be happening in the next week, 2 weeks. Definitely, probably in August, we will have
It is only a couple weeks old.
yeah. We'll have a new camera out here, and we will have new microphones. We probably will not be sharing a microphone anymore. We'll have our own microphone.
Bam, fair.
So that gives Joe the ability to...
Mute one of them.
yes.
Or both.
He could,
Which, I mean, I can do that now.
yeah.
Nelson says hello. Hi, Nelson.
Hello, Nelson.
Is that... Yeah, Nelson. I did pronounce it right.
Yes. So everything on the Etsy store, we haven't talked about the Etsy store yet tonight, and we haven't talked to it really about it in a while. Everything is working well. The only issue I've been having is I've been running a little bit behind on getting orders out due to making new molds. A lot of molds just decide to die all at the same time.
Well, I mean, you were running a lot of them.
I know.
And it's a good thing. It is honestly a good thing when a mold hits its end of life as quick as it did. And we really want to thank you guys for that, for everybody who's watching and who watches this later. And, Etsy store is back up and running. The link is in there. Check it out. Get some stuff, because cons are here, people.
Yes.
You need this material.
Yes, and they're not going to have an orange plug on the end of it.
That is strictly for pictures only.
Yeah, for their own...
for their own peace of mind.
Yeah. So, I'm not going to put them on there unless someone requests it on there, because everyone who's ever has ordered has
They
asked.
can put their own.
Yeah, they can put their own. But it's up and running. If you do have and you're waiting on something,
We've missed you too, Nelson.
it's been a combination of making new molds, so everything that's going out is going to be fresh. Did you see some of the new pulls?
Yeah, the
Everything
polls are
looks
looking
really good.
amazing. I don't know what you did different, but it's
And
nice.
then add in my day job. which is another thing that's kind of I'm helping some friends out, and
He's burning the candle at both ends, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
is what it's turning out.
so sometimes I end up sleeping when I should be trying to get something out, but I'm just exhausted.
Sir, there are only so many hours in a day, and you got to sleep for a few.
That, and I haven't worked out in the regular job for 2 years, so doing a physical job in all this heat
Take some adjustment.
Yeah, it's been what?
Hi, Tanya.
4 weeks now.
I think so. Tanya's my cousin from West
Oh, okay.
Virginia.
Hi, Tanya. 4 weeks, and I'm just feeling like now I'm starting to get finally adjusted.
Yeah, you don't seem as tired.
And I did take a nap after work.
Oh, Lord. Trying to give you a compliment here.
No, I took a nap.
So, I have a question since we're talking about the Etsy store.
Yes.
Because you came up with this cool little thing. Well, you didn't come up with it, but you found it and everything. Is this going to go on the Etsy store?
I don't know.
I like this thing. This is a great little thing.
I love it too, and to be honest, I will have to contact the original designer and see what they would say.
Okay, fair enough.
As of right now, it's
I know
just
it
something.
wasn't yours.
As of right now, it's something that we are printing here in house just for our own use.
Yes.
And I did offer it to a few people if they were interested in it for like a blade for their Mando or something like that, because that's actually what we're using it for.
Yeah.
Our vibro blades for our Mandos.
Great boot knife.
Yeah. I love it. I love the design.
It's a good size too. It actually fits my hand.
Yeah. Now, the original file has an external blade that we removed. I think it looks better without it.
Yeah. So it's got a little outline thing here.
Yeah, and the 3D printer doesn't really like dealing with that thing because it's so thin.
I think it looks better this way.
Yeah, I do
Personal
too.
opinion.
I personally do too.
So.
So this week, everybody knows that we've been working to try to get the Mando helmet finished. We've actually been trying to do it for a while, and I'm so close to having it finished. As you can see, the ears on this side are already attached. So what was going on was I'm trying to figure out the best way to cast this, and I wanted to cast the ears on it to make it the easiest possible kit ever. You just get it and go with it.
Mm-hmm. Do you want the still up now? Or?
Yeah, here in a second. So
Okay.
I discovered this part right here in the ears. Yeah, go ahead and pull up that picture, Joe. This was the area I was having issues with, and I wasn't sure how to cast this because you can't really cast. It would maybe pull 3 or 4 times before it would rip or have issues in that spot.
Because it would be a little thin spot, yeah.
So what I discovered was that they had actually dealt with that in their molds because that area does not sink back like it's supposed to. It's actually squared off underneath there. So there's no place to capture underneath. So I just have to reproduce what they did to fix my issues. And I was super excited about that when I discovered it.
Oh, yeah, because that makes things a lot easier.
Yeah, so my original plan has been saved by actually pulling up finding really good images of the helmet. Yeah, you can see it right there. See it right there, Joe?
Yep, see how it flattens off and
Yeah.
everything? Yeah. So when you're looking at it externally, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
When you're looking at it externally on camera and everything, you see it looks like it goes up in here. But by the still, you can see they've actually capped it off up under there to keep it from when you pull that mold to have that little thin piece that's going to end up ripping and tearing after your second or third pull.
So it
Having to
actually,
redo the whole
it
mold.
actually doesn't even have to. So that alleviated so much of my
Headache.
Yeah, I was scratching my brain because at one point it was just going to be cast.
Just a little scratch.
Yeah, it was going to be cast with the lower ear off and the upper ear on. And I didn't like that idea either, but it was the best compromise I could find. And then it turns out there's not actually a void underneath here I have to worry about. So the ears are going back in, and it's going to be complete. So the plan is to be cast. We're planning to cast this week. I want to cast this in with another piece that we need desperately for a con build. So, those both pieces will be cast this weekend. I'm sorry.
Which also goes back to the YouTube channel, because aren't you going to film that?
This is what we're gonna do is we're gonna film the casting of this, and Hayden will edit some pieces together, a few segments. We'll probably make a complete video that will go up on YouTube, but he'll chop things up for a discussion in the show about the process.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't know you were going to do that, too.
No,
That's
we were
awesome.
planning to do that before, and I think we're going to do it. If all goes well, we will be doing that on August 3rd. That will be basically the August 3rd show.
Wow.
Would be the casting
planning
of this.
ahead, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, the casting of this helmet. So that's the plan.
I don't know if you all realize how big of an issue that is, that he is planning.
I'm trying.
Like, I give you kudos, sir.
Well,
that's awesome.
Well, how many weeks ago? I told you 2 or 3 weeks ago that I wanted to have a whole month planned, and then we could go ahead and pre-schedule all the shows, because we do our scheduling of our shows.
You've been saying that for a while, sir, and I've been
We do
waiting.
the scheduling of our shows 10 minutes before we go live. 30 minutes before we go live. 30 minutes before we go live, you'll get an update that a new event has been scheduled. We want to be able to schedule them earlier and maybe get a little more
Viewership.
well, yeah, the more word we get out during the week. Because when remember Hayden did the May giveaway video, which was a lot of fun.
Which was awesome.
We sent that all over YouTube, and that actually helped.
They got a lot of feedback,
yeah.
too. We got a lot of good feedback.
Yeah, a lot of people enjoyed it. And a lot of people still love the intro, which it cracks me up every time I watch it. So
It's a good one.
yeah,
I love it. Okay, so you're going to be casting that hopefully this weekend. Is
this
the plan,
weekend's the plan, and
you'll
also
be making some videos of while you're casting it, so
Yes.
that they'll be able to see the full thing on
Yep.
YouTube. We'll do a little bit of cutscenes and have discussion
Yep.
on here in August, and then we'll bring out the Mando. Now, are we going to see it as you pull it out of the mold, or are we going to see it after you pull it out?
You
of the
know
mold?
what I'm thinking? I don't know how long I can hold myself back from casting the actual helmet. That means 2 weeks I'd sit around on the helmet and not cast it. So I might.
Well, how about this? If you demold it, how about we film it and we can add it to the
do that.
discussion?
Yeah, we can do
and
that.
That way the guys can all see it as you do
Yes.
it.
The plan is, though, the first pull is going to be the August giveaway prize. So, yeah. Now, I'm planning
I'm going to let you know right now, after next week, I quit so I can compete on August.
It's going to be a rough pull. You'll have to do all the finish work on it. Hopefully, if the mold is really good, it won't be a lot of work. That's the plan, to try to make it is the least amount of work possible to get ready to troop this, or get this helmet ready. There are plans that will probably be happening as soon as I can get them going, to possibly cold cast this in aluminum, so could be just a quick wet sand job and polish. Well, maybe not a quick wet sand job, but wet sanding and polishing, and try to alleviate the paint issue with this helmet, because
it's supposed to be shiny.
yeah, and it's reproducing a aluminum style helmet is actually kind of difficult. The paint that paint job is not the easiest to do.
No,
and
it's not. I mean, it's doable, but it's not easy.
It's very doable, but it also takes a lot of time and a lot of patience, and sometimes 2 or 3 tries. And it also requires, if you want it to last any time,
So it's not a matte paint job.
it's not a matte paint job. And also, if you want it to last any amount of time, you have to clear coat it, and that's a whole other step that can be messed up, because a lot of clear coats will
Run.
they'll flatten out that chrome look. You have to use the proper clear coats, and sometimes those aren't that cheap either. So
we might have to talk about that in an episode later on down the road too.
yeah, it's one of my least favorite things to do, but when you do pull it off, it does look great. But you can see, like what happened to Luke's lightsaber here, just sitting around, how much
Dinged up.
it's gotten.
Yep. So now, what do y'all think? What do you think about that for the August giveaway Mando helmet? Chime in. Let us know what you think. Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's a bad idea? Should we not do it? Should we do it?
Yes.
Anybody?
I think it's a great idea.
Oh, wait. I forgot about the delay. My bad.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
They're not here. They're not right here.
Let us know. Tell us in chat.
So yeah, and we will probably go over the cold casting process and the buffing process when I start doing that. Now, there's another possibility that it may not be cold cast. It may be a pigment cast, which is a brushing.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Let us know about it, guys. Let us know.
It might be a pigment that is brushed into the mold prior to the resin going in. So there's two possibilities. I'm going to play with the one I want to do the most, which is the aluminum cold casting. The main reason is it's cheaper. Those pigments, the high strength pigments that go into those molds, is for 0.3 ounces is like $40, $50. You don't get a lot of material. So, and the aluminum powder goes a lot further. So,
oh, okay. That's good.
I'm going to try the aluminum first. If I'm not happy with the results, then we're going to go to what will end up happening is it will definitely affect the cost of the
yes, it is too early to inquire about the costs.
I'm trying to keep it between $125 to $150 for the helmet. And it might go over $150 with the pigment because of the cost of the pigment. If I can do aluminum cold casting and it works, hopefully the cost will stay down where I want it. Yeah. And I think for that price point, I think that's really good, especially with a helmet. You won't have to paint, and it will be very durable because it'll be in the resin itself. It will require a lot of elbow grease to do that, and I probably won't finish. I'll finish and make a tutorial that you can go and refer to when you go and do your own helmet.
Right, but they won't be sold finished.
I don't think I'm going to sell them finished just because of the time needed to get them to a finished point.
I mean, unless somebody comes and throws enough money at you.
Yes.
Somebody wants to throw $300 for a finished helmet, I'll make them do it.
Maybe I'll throw one a month up on Etsy finished, just for whatever. Hey. I want to make this the best possible helmet with the least amount of work. Even though I know getting that polishing a cold cast part up is a lot of work, but I'm going to go through and experiment with different techniques that you would have at home, not like having a freaking shopsmith over here.
Hey, how's it going?
Or an automotive buffer over here. I want to be able to show how it can be done by hand instead of using all my tools.
Yeah.
Because most people don't have what I have laying around down here.
I want to get one of those, but, you know.
You almost did not long ago.
I almost did.
Yeah. So that's the plan. So look out in August. We'll be going over, probably August 3rd, we'll be doing a cast video, a video of the helmet being cast. And yeah, you know what, for fun, maybe we will, if the timing is right, we will demold a helmet on camera.
I don't know if you'll be able to wait that long.
Yeah, it might be the second or third, maybe fourth or fifth pull that we're demolding on camera. But it's fun, it's exciting. I can't wait to get it done. It's been a long project.
So now also,
yes.
So you were working on another part of the Mando helmet, and you told me you came across something here. Oh, wrong one. Sorry, my bad.
The keys.
The keys.
Yes.
Because now the keys are missing off of that one there. And so now he did find this photo and another photo. I'll bring the other photo up here in just a minute. And he found they were very helpful in trying to figure that part out. Now, because you're going to cast the keys
are going to be cast in the helmet, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, and as you can see here, how the keys are supposed to look and everything, he has one that he has been working on that's a lot better than what's in his hand. But he was working on that at the shop and forgot it.
Left it there, yeah. So it will have keys. The keys and the ears right now are going to be as I'm looking at. Yeah, the keys and the ears will both be cast into the helmet. It's just easier that way. No fit, no sanding, no issues. I just got to make sure I find a good way to make the mold that works for everybody, works for me, and also a good way to cast it. And I'm always looking at where I might have casting issues, and in the keys and around the ear, I'm actually probably going to be using an acid brush to brush those areas to make sure I don't have air pockets or any air bubbles.
Jordan says that's a great addition, rather than having it separate. Which I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. I mean, I've done my own Mando helmet, and you've done probably more than I can count.
Me personally, I like sanding and fitting things together and getting it to look right. And to me, it's part of the fun and part of the project. It's kind of like model building.
It's like a puzzle.
But me selling blaster kits, I do understand that some people almost feel like the parts should snap right together, like a snap kit. And that's not the case with most of your garage prop kits. It's going to take sanding and fitting. All my kits are like that, and I do express to people that you do have to do some sanding and fitting and clean up.
I had to refit my keys on my Mando helmet, I think 3 times before they actually fit right.
Yeah.
And
I remember that. That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
I haven't seen that helmet in years. Yeah. At least 2 years. Yeah.
Still looks good.
But yeah, that's kind of like what I want. I want it to be ready to go out of the box. Clean up the flashing the flashing will be gone, but you got to clean the edge up, and then cut out the T-visor after you get it all polished up and throw a visor in it and go. Yeah. That's what I really like, and that's what I strive to try to get to, is the least amount of effort to get to a finished helmet.
I like it.
That's my goal.
So, okay. So you're doing great on the Mando helmet. That's going to be awesome next month.
Yes.
People are going to be really excited about that. People are going to be even more excited when you have it done, which leads us into this guy right here. What is this doing right here? I know people have been wondering and looking at this going, I don't know what that is.
So I made a purchase of some 3D files, some very good and fairly accurate. There's a few things I'm going to change on a few of the helmets to make them a little more accurate, but there's not a lot that needs to be done. Now, I also have permission from the maker of the files that I can do anything I want with a finished file or finished product. So I'm enjoying the Bad Batch just like everybody else has been or has. This helmet is actually, the first one goes to Matt. Matt is kind of our wrecker.
It's not an unfair statement.
Since I'm not at home during the day, it's hard for me to build and put together new blaster kits. But while I'm not here, my 3D printers are printing me off stuff that I can build and put together a very nice looking helmet. Now, this is very rough. I've just done a few passes on it. But
I mean, it is rough, but it is coming together.
It has come along
nicely.
Very fast. When I was at work, I had some extra primer, so I just shot it with primer, so it was all one color for tonight.
I don't know if y'all can see this shot, and this is what I was hoping it wouldn't be all red, is the multiple colors of filament. This is so great. I mean, it was awesome to watch him put it together, because you got like this pinkish color, you got a green, you got a yellow.
There's a Sprite section. That's the dome. It's all Sprite colors.
Yeah. Well, see, you say Sprite, I was going to go with reggae.
Reggae?
Yeah. Okay. Especially when you had the red earlier.
Yeah.
But it is a nice looking helmet. I would put it on, but he still has some clamps inside.
Yeah, the dome in the bottom, for ease of sanding, the dome and the bottom of the helmet are not joined yet. But this will be cast, and so, like I said, I want to keep trying to put product out, and since I have permission to do this with these with these 3D files, the creator of these files, I have the permission to do this. So and I am modifying them also, because once you get into
he's looking forward to seeing this too.
Oh, cool. Once you get into actually having a physical thing in your hand, you can start seeing where it may have been, something may have been missed digitally or when it was being created, and I'm changing those things with it to make it as accurate as possible.
Yeah, like the keyway back here, think that's how it is in the show, is it?
I don't know. I haven't looked at that because I've been focusing on the front.
Okay.
And it's hard to, his paint job, it's hard to pull out some of the details on the helmet.
I can understand that.
I'm working my way to the front, to the ears, and then to the back.
Okay.
The dome I'm very happy with, and it seems to be very accurate and close to what it needs to be. So I'm excited about this. Whenever Matt gets back, it might actually be ready to be cast.
And this is
moving
maybe,
quick.
I think, a couple more weeks,
Yeah,
possibly.
we actually didn't talk about this, but Matt got called out. He was on vacation.
Came back from vacation and found out he was going to be bye-bye for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it seems like he's being punished for taking a vacation. Or actually, I feel like I'm being punished for Matt taking a vacation.
So now I'm punishment.
No, Joe.
Me and Rodney sitting over here.
You don't have to twist.
Our punishment.
You don't have to twist. You know what?
You all heard it live on camera.
Joe.
That's how it is.
Matt has other responsibilities besides this, doesn't he?
None that matter.
Pit crew?
But that we're talking about Tuesdays.
Oh,
That's Wednesdays.
Oh, well, okay. It's not just Wednesdays. It's Saturdays. It's Sundays. We're getting close to con season. We're getting close to our con, which we're right around 2 months out, and
we're almost to the point of fix it and post, and I hate that.
yeah. So we're getting a little bit under the gun, and not having Matt does hurt.
Sorry, Jordan. Sorry, buddy. We're all sad that he won't be here.
But Jordan, if you still would like to come out and guest host one night, you're more than welcome to do that. We have an open seat next week.
Yeah.
And actually, it was really good. Hayden was talking about how much he had fun Star Trekking with you Wednesday night.
You can keep talking.
Yeah, I was trying to figure. I was looking to see where you were going. I'm sorry, I get distracted by the screen over here,
Flashy lights.
and I'm not used to my co-host actually running things, so he gets quiet when he's thinking about what he's doing.
Well, hey, Jordan was sad that he's not going to get to see Matt.
You didn't even pull that one up.
I'm going to.
Okay.
Don't worry.
All right.
So just for
Here you go,
Jordan,
Jordan.
here you go, Jordan. There you go. Just to make you feel better there. That way you can say that you at least got to see Matt there. That was the quickest one I had available. I hope you enjoy it. And next time you see him, just ask him for some slaughter.
Yeah. Or kisses.
Or kisses.
Or hugs.
Or hugs. He will do both.
Yes, he will. Yes. Yeah. Hayden did have a lot of fun. It was fun. Actually, it was kind of fun to just geek out on Star Trek for a little while. It was, we don't
change of pace.
We don't get to do that very often down here.
Yeah. Oh, Jordan's going to now text him. Sure, yeah, that was a good conversation.
Yeah.
Yes, it was great. Oh, my village people. No, Hernan, it is not the village people. That is our 80s wrestlers. That is Big Boss Man and Sergeant Slaughter.
Yes.
But still, funny reference on the village people. I like it. I give it a thumbs up.
Yeah, so back to Wrecker.
I'm gonna wreck you.
You will see Wrecker out here. We're probably not going to be doing kind of like what we did with the Mando helmet, step by step, even though our step by step has been long, big steps with very little to show for. These probably won't be part of that, but when we get one in this kind of shape,
we'll be giving updates.
yeah, we'll be throwing them up and saying, hey, look, Wrecker's done, or hey, look, Hunter is on the way. Stuff like that. So, and Wrecker will be going up on the Etsy store whenever I get it done. It's not a huge priority. It's just something I'm working on. Surprisingly enough, helmets are easier for me to do right now because I can take that to work and sit there instead of trying to... When I make my gun kits, lots of stuff is made on the metal lathe over here. Lots of stuff is made on the Shopsmith over here. Sometimes we have to do some work in CAD 360 to make a 3D printed part that we can't reproduce in...
Matt, apparently that is in the works. That was news to me too, so yay!
Hunter and Crosshair are both already on discs.
Nice.
And they will pre-printing side by side. Dueling 3D printers.
So then all you'll be missing is Echo and Tech.
Yes, and I actually have already sliced Tech.
Oh.
I have not sized and sliced Echo yet.
But you have them all.
But I have them all.
Wow.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, not only is he planning ahead a couple weeks for his show,
Yeah.
he's got them all.
And everybody knows Echo is near and dear to my heart.
Who are you?
As a matter of
What
fact,
did you do with Chuck?
Isn't it very funny when we sit here and we watch the camera where Echo is just standing back at us the whole time?
I know. I know. It's
With
great.
his head cocked, like, seriously, guys?
Seriously.
So if anybody knows, I've been working on for years a ARC Trooper Echo that
You all have seen him standing in the background in
yeah, he's
previous
been behind
episodes.
us here. Yeah.
We've brought the helmet out to show and had try on during episodes and stuff.
Yeah. Right now, he's a spider condominium.
Yeah. Eventually, one of these days, he will be finished.
Well, there's possible future plans. We haven't done the logistics 100% on this. It needs to be a 2-camera setup. We might be doing a future. I know I'm just going to tease it. We don't know if we're going to do it for 100% sure, but we're going to do a larger guy armor setup.
I thought we weren't talking about
We're not
that.
going to talk about. I will talk about. We're going to tease it. It's not a guarantee yet. I've got a lot of experience down here trying to get armor to fit on different body types.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
This guy here, he has got the largest Stormtrooper chest plate ever made. It's the Sasquatch version. We will not be offering it because of the amount of material needed to produce this.
Hey. Big Jeff might want one.
Dude, it is. It would fit Big Jeff.
I'm sorry, Phil.
It would fit Big Jeff, yes.
He's going to hate me.
Oh, that was so good on you.
He's looking forward to the Bad Batch helmets.
Yes. The Bad Batch helmets are something. It wasn't planned. It just kind of happened that way.
Not you, Jeff. The other Jeff. Not Jeff Hayes. I mean, you guys are big, bub. Well, yeah, Jordan, I mean, no offense, buddy, but we're all big compared to you.
Yeah. You're a twig compared to the rest of us.
My
But
lunchbox weighs more.
the hold up all this time on Echo has been the fact that when I started Echo, I was at a certain weight.
He was skinny.
And I'm working to fit. See, here's the meter. When I fit back in my tuxedo the way I want to fit in my tuxedo, meaning the buttons actually, I can close the jacket, then
Without taking out somebody's eye?
was when, yeah. That is when I plan to get back on Echo because that's the weight I was when I started Echo.
Or you could finish Echo at that size to be more inspiration.
So, well, yeah, I need my body to be that size to finish Echo that size.
We've got the measurements already.
Well, anyway. So what I was thinking, since I haven't really been making all that much progress,
I don't know. Since you started working again, you've lost some weight. You
I have lost weight, and I'm actually fitting in the pants that I grew out of last year. So, good on that. So, anyway, we might do big guy armor tutorials.
That could be possibly in the
It could be possibly in the future, especially when we run out of stuff to do, and I just want to get back on Echo. So that's a good possibility. It will be definitely not be in August or September. It might be something that happens
those 2 months are very busy for us.
in October. But I was thinking about a whole Halloween themed October.
I'm down with that. I mean,
So-
you got to think. Basically, we do Halloween year round. I mean,
Yeah.
we dress up year round.
Yeah.
This is great.
Matter of fact, I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do for Halloween this year.
Oh, we know what you're going to do this year.
Not the Roman again.
Oh yeah, that's your fault.
That is my favorite Halloween costume, is the Roman.
Yeah.
But
Yes,
anyway.
we do love Rodney. We hope and wish him the best.
Yes.
That's an old one right there, but that's what I had up. He's not like that anymore. He's not in the hospital. He just had some doctor's visits.
They just make him go every day. He's on the mend, is what it is, and some days he just. I think it takes too much out of him.
I completely understand.
I totally do. I totally understand also. And
Putting up with doctors and nurses all day.
Yeah.
Ugh.
so we're always hope for a speedy recovery for Rodney, and he'll probably be here tomorrow night, though.
Probably.
Yeah.
Since he missed tonight, he'll probably be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
He'll probably be here at 4 o'clock tomorrow.
The Bad Batch helmets was the end of what I had tonight, but you had an idea, and I like that idea.
My idea!
So this is going to be Joe's. This is Joe's first. What do you say? Promo contest.
I put it out as a promo, but Chuck said, "Hey, let's make it a contest," and I love the idea of making it a contest. So everybody knows this little guy right here.
And this is from Brett.
This is from Brett.
This is from Brett. He came up with this on the infamous Jeopardy night.
Yes, yes. And Brett, we love this. We love it. We love it so much.
It's our first meme.
It is our first meme. Yes, Joe has content. What?
Yes, he does. And here it is.
I am full of content. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we want to do is we want to put this out to a challenge to everybody. Let's see what dumpster fire memes for Blaster Pro you can come up with. Now, they do have to be appropriate because we want to share these on Facebook Live and on Facebook without getting thrown into Facebook
Matter of fact,
jail.
what we'll probably do after the show, using that pic right there as the using the dumpster or actually the train wreck, truck fire as the
measuring point.
No, we're going to put that up and then put the contest, and that'll be a receptacle for everybody's entries.
A receptacle.
Yes. Be our own virtual dumpster.
Exactly. So what we want to see from everybody is
post them up on the
we
Facebook.
want to see you post them up on the Blaster Pro Facebook page. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the month of August, I believe is what you said,
we're going to do it all month August. And
well, actually, if you've got them right now, you can slap them up there now, and we'll still count it for the August competition. And what we want to do is we want to get some new ones. I think on the night that we announce the winner, we'll maybe have a top 5 or something like that and show them. And we'll be using them in our streams and everything. Yeah. And I think you guys can do it. And he won't let me do it because apparently I violate guidelines. You get thrown in Facebook jail one time for little nits.
In Facebook jail. So anyway,
it wasn't fair. It looked like an elbow.
It did look like an elbow. So anyway, what we decided to be the prize, and we may give away multiple prizes, but it will be the Blaster Pro Velcro patch.
Your own, very own Blaster Pro Velcro patch.
It was
to answer a question that I know is going to get asked before it even gets asked is, yes, you can submit more than one entry. Mm-hmm. You want to submit 50, go for it. You want to submit 1, go for it. I just want to see a whole bunch of funny dumpster fire memes. I think, would we accept GIFs? As long as they're not too long?
Yeah, we can do that too, possibly.
I don't know. I'm leaving that up to you.
I don't know. What about our, we got to go to our editing department. GIFs.
So, Hayden.
GIFs are harder for you to work with, right?
Sorta.
What do you think?
If you want to show them on the screen, then you would have
because they have to go into the media pool, and the media pool has no animation.
So then I'd have to pull it off of here.
Yeah, we can do it that way. We can do it. If the GIF is so nice, we need to feature it. Yes.
Okay. If your GIF is awesome enough to make Chuck go, oh my gosh, and almost laugh and pee himself, then we will pull it and use it. What have we got here? We got Jordan says sounds like fun. Matt Y says I need to dust off my laptop. Yes, you do.
Yeah, this will be.
This will be fun.
We love this, and of course, it will be promoting our game nights, and we will use them in the future. And
oh yeah, and even if you want to pull some stills from some of our previous episodes and put us in there and do whatever.
Yeah.
If you want to put Matt in it, Rodney in it, Chuck, whatever, go for it. I go free reign. What do you think?
I'm looking for lots of dumpster fires, and I'm still looking for the train wreck full of dumpster fires is what I really want to see.
Yes. And there again, ladies and gentlemen, like this is a prime example.
This was perfect, and when this came up was the best time ever because we were in the midst of our biggest train wreck.
So there are a couple of requirements for this. One, you have to have Blaster Pro in there. It doesn't have to say Trivia Night. It can just say Blaster Pro. At least has to have that in it.
I actually like how it's guided towards our train wrecks because that's what we've always called our game nights is train wrecks.
I mean, hey.
It could be Blaster Pro Game Night, Blaster Pro,
Well, yeah, I'm just saying it at least has to have Blaster Pro in there.
Yeah.
That's.
Brett did a lot of work, and he did it quick.
Oh, he did.
Because he did it in the middle of the show while playing the game.
And you know what? I think, Brett's not on tonight. Otherwise, we would have heard him chime in a couple times, saying, "Oh, Joe's here."
We're
I'm
not
leaving."
giving anything away. That's why Brett's not here tonight.
Yeah, I know. But I want to let him know about this because of that right there.
Yeah.
So there will be some competition. Hernan, you've got plenty of time.
Yep.
I want to see some stuff from you too.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And on that note, next week we have the
Game
giveaway, 20 questions, trivia, Kylo Ren lightsaber. So
Now, is it getting anything else done to it? Is it getting
it's
some
gonna
weathering?
it's gonna get weathered.
Okay.
And
I wasn't
all
for sure.
there's a lot of detail up in here that gets painted. So it's gonna have the final paint job on it next week. This is just the
Nice.
base black that I'm starting with, and it's gonna get some dry brushing. It's gonna get some hand brushed details and a little bit of airbrush work done to it. So it's almost there, though. It's gonna
Yeah.
look good.
Yeah, I think so.
Hernan, he wasn't paying attention.
No, we weren't talking about glue, so.
Yeah. So next week, 20 questions, Kylo Ren lightsaber will be the prize next week. And the new contest, we will put that up. We'll start it now, and it'll run all the way through next month. And on our prize night in August, which I don't know what the date is, but we'll have that next week or whenever.
Yeah, last Tuesday of the month.
Last Tuesday of the month. We'll have that all ready to go. So go ahead, put some memes together, have fun with it,
Cut loose.
cut loose.
Just
Yes.
like I said, make sure that it can go up on Facebook.
Yeah,
Don't get thrown in jail.
yeah. And if you have anything else,
Let's see here. I don't think so. We talked about the Mando helmet. We talked about the contest next week. We talked about Wrecker. We talked about Vibroblade.
Bad Batch coming.
Bad Batch is coming.
Casting.
We have the
Mando
casting.
this weekend.
Bye, Jordan. Nice to see you again.
Hi, Jordan.
We'll see you tomorrow. Topic for next live stream. I need to study. Oh, okay. The topic for next week's live stream is trivia contest.
It's trivia contest.
It's going to be a mixture of Star Wars and sci-fi questions
behind the scenes.
behind the scenes. So, example that he gave earlier was this guy, and we're going to use Phil Tippett as an example, did this on Star Wars, but he also did this over here. What's the name of this movie, or what did he do?
It might
or,
be, this,
something like that.
This special effects artist worked on, or stop motion artist worked on,
Star Wars and RoboCop.
say he worked on the Tauntauns in Empire Strikes Back, and what RoboCop villain character did he also animate? Stop motion. Something like that. Yeah, that would be the second one. The Kane robot.
A big one. I love that thing. I had that toy as a kid.
It'll be
That thing
stuff
was
like
awesome.
that. It'll be crossing Star Wars with other sci-fi, and it's really mostly about the people we like the most, the people that were behind the scenes making all that awesome stuff happen.
Would the pink shorts guy be in there?
No, we're not going to have the pink shorts guy in there, and we're also not going to have the disco boots rebel soldier in the award ceremony scene in A&H. We're not doing that either. That's all Rodney stuff. Thank you for filling in for Rodney.
You're welcome. And Matt, just to give you a heads up, in case you missed it earlier, we are going to ask Rodney to come up with the question. So please make sure your Google Foo is up to date.
Yes.
Gotta get the finger ready.
And Matt, we miss you. We
do
don't know
miss you.
where you are. I have no idea where you are.
We miss you, sir.
Yeah. Where's Matt? Do you even know?
I don't know.
Wow. So Joe doesn't even know. So we're not even sure if he's on the continent anymore.
I didn't bother him Sunday because he got back late Saturday.
Yeah, I know.
So
It's how
you get
how
back from
much you
vacation,
want to
need
get
vacation.
in your bed,
Oh yeah,
and being out there with the family, the kids, keeping up with the youngins. So he was beat, and then find out he has to go on the road.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
kind of a kick in the teeth.
Yeah. I'm still thinking about me and how it hurts me.
It's okay. I've got you, big boy. I've got you. So, ladies and gentlemen, Joe is Chuck's favorite again, Matt.
Ah, there we go.
That's only because Matt and Rodney aren't here. It's okay.
Well, Rodney's been low energy anyway. Remember,
He's
we were
got a
going
lot
to replace
going
him with a cardboard cutout.
cut off the arm and put a windshield wiper later on so just wipe every once in a while.
Even though he feels bad, that doesn't mean he's immune from the abuse.
No, it does not. and Jeff, I was not avoiding your comment earlier, way early in the stream about your bead roller and stuff. I didn't know if you wanted to talk about that or not, but we can talk about it tomorrow.
I missed it. You know what I missed is the fact that this is always over here and it's easier for me to read.
I'm sorry.
And I also miss you calling him out from over there for me.
Jeff says Joe is Chuck's favorite again, Matt.
I saw that. Thank you. But that's how it works. And he's off camera and off mic, so most of the time people don't hear his cues.
Oh, are you going to cut off part of the cutout foot? Yes, we are. Yes.
We're actually just going to put a big hole in it.
No, we just got to put the boot on it.
Oh, put the boot on it. Yeah,
we'll put the boot on it.
Although he's downgraded to like a.
It's a walking boot now. It's a smaller boot, is what it is.
It's kind of like a high-tech slipper.
Yeah, a high-tech slipper. That's a good way to put it. That is really great.
All right, thank you everybody for coming out tonight.
Thanks. We'll see you next week.
Yep.
Same Blaster time, same
for
Blaster
a contest
channel.
next week.
And don't forget the memes. Let's see those memes.
Yes, we'll start that thread right after we're done.
Yes, we will. Awesome.
Right.
Everybody have a good night. We'll see you later. Bye.